Hi guys, since we're here, I thought of saying what worked and what didn't work in this trip. The tent first. I pitched the tent, it was fairly easy for me and it stayed here, no problem. And this isn't going anywhere. The Duomid is great. The only problem is I do not want to be pitching this tent in a blizzard, period. And I think it would protect me very well. The problem would be to set it up in a blizzard, because you don't have so much time, you are freezing, and you need to put the tent up or you die. If I'm gonna go in different places, I don't know where I'll be pitching or whatnot, I wouldn't take this tent, because I'm not confident enough in the fact that I managed to pitch the tent anywhere. With the snow it's a lot easier, because you can always find a flat patch of snow. But again, if I get the weather on me, I may freeze before the tent is up. Right, so now it's all nice and clean. And other than that, no problem at all. Last few meters to the cabin where I'm going to stay. Just up there. How much this material can take a big snow load. And that is somehow, at least up to half the tent is somehow desirable, because snow insulates and it really makes a difference, trust me. At least 5 degrees difference, and with these temps, 5 degrees is a world, trust me. I didn't have big problems with condensations at all, believe it or not. You have an opening in the top, and if it's doing great, I left some here in the door. I left it fairly open, because to get some air circulation, so I can't complain really. I'm so tired. I had to put a lot more effort than I thought I would, you know. If you're gonna pitch a Duomid in the snow, you need your Tyvek in my case, or any type of ground sheet. I choose Tyvek because I think it insulates quite well for the weight, and it's trusty, it won't break, it doesn't stick to the snow. You can remove it. My grizzly bear half sleeping pad is the way to go. It really makes a difference. Anyway, let's walk the last few meters to coffee. Either you have the winter version of this thermal rest or any other pad that you like. The winter version, just check for the R value, very important. The X-Lite didn't cut it, and I felt all the cold coming below my body all over the place. And the first night I froze. I had a miserable night. It didn't matter everything I had, including the mittens, my 3 hats, everything, I still froze. If you're not properly insulated from the ground, forget about being warm. Even if you have calories enough, even if you've eaten enough, you're gonna freeze. Boy, I'm talking about freezing and I get the cold coming my legs up. So yeah, remember to bring either different sleeping pads. It doesn't have to be the winter version. You can bring this and another couple of sleeping pads. This is a 300 grams in weight merino wool t-shirt. The neck gaiter from merino wool. This is a merino wool jacket, 350 grams. This is a merino wool hat that my lovely sister made for me. It's handmade. That's why it fits like a glove. This arm rotor smock, I bring it everywhere because the way to warmth rate is great. This takes you a long way. You don't even know the difference this makes. It's fantastic, really. I have another merino wool hat, and this is the hat. So I will have 3 pairs of gloves. The liners, I have this. I have these are Prima Loft and they're pretty good. And then I have these that are letting me down. These mittens, they're not good. My leggings, I would have wanted a thicker pair of leggings, especially if you're gonna spend time sitting like this, because you're not moving, you're in the same location. You really want thick like very thick stuff. The moment you sit down and you don't move, if you don't have really good insulation, you're gonna freeze, period. So that's why this morning I've been walking up and down just to heat up and stretch a little bit after the night. It's been pretty cold, to be honest. I don't have winter trousers. I do need a pair of winter trousers. If you want to get me ones, be my guest, really. And any help is like welcome, because it's everything on me. So yeah, if you like my videos and my content and you want to help, the links are in the description. And thanks in advance. Montane Super Terra trousers, and this is another trouser from Berghaus. Pretty good, with a hole here. You need a thick neck gaiter. The same goes for your wool jacket or pullover. You need a thick, just put it this way, for size large, I would say a weight of 800 grams for your mid layer at least, or 1 kilo. I would strongly recommend you having camp shoes. Unless you're gonna be active all day, camp shoes, that's the way to go. Either those Norwegian ones that come up to here, and don't worry that they're not waterproof, that's all right. You don't need much waterproof stuff to be sitting here, but I would suggest camp shoes that you can use with your boots on. That's why I'm saying about those Norwegian ones. I also thought it could be very, very convenient to have a sleeping pad. I've seen people doing it. A sleeping pad just here on your pit.
Jag är klar för att gå in och sätta mig och smälta snö. Och... ja, bara ta det lugnt. Jag går ut så att jag kan stå raklång i tältet. Det är jätteskönt.
Because all the cold that comes from the ground up, it goes on your boots, and if you don't have good camp shoes, so to call them camp boots actually, after a while you need to start walking around or doing stuff with your toes and moving them and whatnot, like right now, because I start feeling them a bit. It's very personal, but I would take at least 3 pairs of socks, especially if you're not going to move too much. 3 pairs of socks, just combine them in thickness, and of course you need to go a size or 2 up in your boots, and make sure you have boots that are designed for this type of activities, because they're way roomier. Like usually I have in boots I buy a 44 size U, and these are a 45, and they're fantastic. They can accommodate all these 3 pairs of socks, and they're pretty wide, like roomy in the inside for that. So it's good because you need room inside your boots so that the air circulates and it warms up, and then obviously keeps your feet warm. When it comes to this, I certainly favor the gas stove because it's just super easy. The fuel stove is more cumbersome, a lot more. You have to be a lot more careful.
So you can use this saucepan to just control the flame a little bit.
I've tested this up to, I think, negative 15 degrees Celsius or below that, I don't remember. I've been like unscrewing it during the day when I know I'm not gonna be cooking, and putting it into the sleeping bag so that it's well insulated for the next use. This is not working. This is not working. My friend Eric told me always to have your knife ready. As we can see, the knife is just there.
Yeah, just a dodge out of the tent.
You just cut through the tent. I know there's a door, but the knife is faster. And yeah, get a good puffy jacket. This one is not good enough for these temps. I should have taken the bigger brother of this jacket. It's called Positron, or anything like that. But you need something like bigger than this. So yeah, I had to make some hot drinks and whatnot here and there, and move around, walk around the tent to keep my body warmth, because this jacket is not good enough, let alone now with the freaking water. ain't gonna happen. So we're going to melt snow. If you have any questions about my gear, anything I forgot to cover that you want to know, just drop a comment there. I always get back to people. Other than that, I hope this video has been useful, and see you in the snow trails.